twice he would swing and even hitting off the tees. He is trying to.
No, yeah, no. I think Brycen's working on it. I do. I think he's working on it. Okay, so let's look first at Gavin down here in the bottom left, and let's start with the back leg. And you can see that leg pressing, driving sideways, Gavin, right here at the top, and that's a really good move. And you can see he drives through that ball. He unweights. He's unloading into heel plant. Back leg is unweighted before and through contact. That's very good with the back leg, right? So let's look at the front side. We want to really see that front knee stay well behind the front foot. That's pretty good. He might want to do extension a little bit premature. The leg's going to straighten, but it should happen right at contact. You don't want to do it, too soon. Okay? There's good tilt in this swing, meaning if I'm looking at his spine, I'm seeing this. If you kind of look at the body, what you want to see is this reverse C look here. And I'm getting that from Brycen here too. Mm-hmm. That's good. That's good. Okay? So when I'm looking at that front side, I want to see a square front side, and I want to see tilt, not turn. Okay? And then the back arm, we want to see that elbow. And Gavin's back arm action is a little smoother than Brycen's. It works up here, and then you can see that elbow work in right there, and then we get this kind of, really, this is what you want to see, barrel on top of hands, on top of the elbow. Okay? You see how it's sliding in, and you see how. Yeah, no, it's good. It's really good.
Brycen's got the back way out, doesn't he?
Yeah. And so what's happening with Brycen is his elbow, and we've talked. Let's see what he did last time. See if it was any better. He wides today. He's keeping it bent.
Double move or something.
Well, but when I'm looking at it though, Henry, I'm looking at bones and joints. There's specific bone joint movements that are causing things. Like here, he had way too much scap, and he widened the elbow, and so we get this really wide position. Here today, elbow's staying really nice and bent. I'm not getting extension at the elbow. He's not pinching as bad, so I'm seeing improvement there.
This way?
Yeah. The elbow can either straighten or bend. No, I'm saying the elbow. Now this movement. Nope, this movement here, extension, is at the shoulder joint. All the elbow joint can do is flex and extend. That's it. It can only do two things. That's all it can do. So here we're getting straightening of the elbow, extension. See it? Now the hands get away from his shoulder. Here they stay close. But what happens with Brycen is Gavin's elbow starts to work in before the hands, and they kind of, his elbow's up, and then it works in towards the hands. He had a couple swings I think it was a little better than that even. Right. But with Brycen, elbow and hands kind of go at the same time. See what I'm saying? It's not a throw like. So what I mean by that is, when I go to throw, let's just use a side arm slope throw because it's easier to look at. See how my elbow kind of goes first, whereas Brycen's is kind of going at the same time. So we've been talking about that for some time, how that throw.
That's why you want him doing that exercise.
Yeah, and he can still hit a ball very effective that way. I mean, he bat lead off for my team, right? So he's going to do okay in the game. But is that throw as efficient as we want to get it? And it's not. It's not as smooth. He's not throwing the barrel the way he throws the ball. The closer we can get it to throwing, the faster it's going to move. So it'd be like if I was throwing my elbow behind my hand like that. It's more of a push. You see what I'm saying? So you're not going to throw it as fast. Okay? So it's an area of improvement for Brycen. Okay?
All right, so I have a question for you. Go ahead.
So look at the difference here, just talking about Gavin tee versus live. Look at this, Henry. See how much better Gavin is here off the tee? See, we got our nice stack position versus here. Now, part of it, I'm going to tell you what I blame most of this on, the bottom right. The leg didn't go. Get crap back there. We just really didn't get the drive, and I know maybe y'all don't see that, but that's a big difference between this went on time and went enough, and this is late and we're just caught. And so now you got to compensate with the upper body. I blame most of this on not going with the back leg. This position, this kid's going to hit, this kid's not going to hit. Okay? So, much better position with the hands, barrel on top of hands, very nice. Let's watch the finish of the throw. Okay? Whips out, and we get good pronation. We finish the throw. It really is. Now, looking at Brycen's finish. Okay, Brycen is here. I love the way Brycen's finishing. The hands are turned over. Now, he used to he would pull that bat in a circle. His hands would never turn over. Right. Yep. You don't want to do it. You want to feel your hands snap over. I do think what was causing him to hit those balls on top is he's lifting up instead of
kind of like shoulder a little bit.
You want to feel like Brycen. You want to feel like you're behind that knee when you hit, not on top of it. See what I'm saying? So if your body kind of gets on top and you straighten up, you're going to feel like you're on top. If you're here, you want to feel like you're behind that.
And that's my
Right.
question, Chris.
Yeah.
That's what I was about to ask
Yeah.
you. Tell me if I'm crazy, but I
Right.
feel like since he's
She's good, man. I'm
No.
telling you.
But look.
She talks.
I'm telling you. I keep trying to hire her over here.
But
Go
look,
ahead.
what I'm saying is, do you remember you were saying Brycen, me and you were both saying it, and Brycen denied it, but how his front step's gotten bigger? I feel like since he's bringing his front foot up so much, it's not landing parallel. That's where he's opening up his foot. See, it's coming down. Do you feel like that could be why he's coming kind of a little bit open on that front knee and foot?
Well,
Or no?
here's the deal.
Step right there in the blue shade.
If he made a smaller step like G, I feel like you can control your knees being on the inside and being.
I agree.
No, but when I do this,
See, it's
like a
open.
motion.
Right there.
Here's the
Got
deal.
steps instead of driving, look at it.
Here's the answer to that question. I want to make, we thought like we do when we do our drills. I want to make the stride about the back leg. Okay.
Okay, so
The
forget
stride.
about that.
Well, no, I'm not. No, not at all. I want to make the stride. The stride is about getting the back leg ready and going. So, to your point, you don't need this front leg to make a big giant move
Right.
in order for that to get ready and go. Okay.
Right, and we told him
So-
that.
That's exactly for him, though. He doesn't usually.
That's what we were saying last week. Chris and I were saying he doesn't usually pick his foot up that much. And Brycen said, I always do that. But no, he doesn't. No, he's not always done that.
Well, off the tee, a lot of times, Bob, they'll do a bigger move than they do off the tee. So we'll have to look at that and see. Gavin's basically the same.
I know.
Gavin's is pretty.
Both actually look better than those two.
That's good leg drive, though, Brycen, here in the upper right. There's good leg drive in that swing.
Mhm.
So these are 4 different swings we got up here. Now, the one in the upper left, it starts to come in a little bit better. And it's you see here, we're still up. Here, live, we're better. It's actually better live, so we see some improvement there. You can see it move in, whereas here it's really staying stiff. Okay? So, he's keeping it bent. So, there's improvement there. You got to loosen up at the shoulder joint. I wouldn't mind seeing just a little bit of, tip kind of started off. Mary did. That was when I was, well, no, we had done that late. See how this one, barrel kind of tips forward, and that one it doesn't?
Uh-huh.
That's just that's an awkward kind of position with the elbow going this way and the hand going that way, See what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
The elbow's working up and the bat's working back towards the catcher,
Yep.
whereas here the bat's working forward. I think that can help you loosen up things, Brycen, letting that barrel kind of tip with the elbow. That's good. Let's look at the back leg. Let's look at the footwork. The leg kick is much lower today than it was last time. That elbow's getting in. I like that. I think that tip helps. But his stride was very good. It's a very good, concise stride. And Brycen going, he's driving with that back leg every time. So that's a good go from the backside. Right. And we're getting, well, even when y'all came back, he was kind of spinning a little bit until y'all came back recently.
Bottom right swing. How does that?
This off the tee?
Yeah.
This is a tee swing. I'd say it's not, the elbow's still high coming in. It's not as good as there. He's got pretty good leg drive.
Doing it at the same time as his hands.
Well, yeah, I mean, he still gets leg drive. He gets tilt. The arm action is good. Where?
Kind of watch out. Straight now. Looks like it's coming around. Watch right. Keep going. That.
Yeah.
Dropping down. Coming around.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, Henry, when I'm looking at it, I'm really looking at the bones and the joints, and I guess, how that creates that position. So, I try to figure out, well, why, if anything, if you're worried about a looping barrel, if the elbow slots in and the barrel stays up, that's going to be your best barrel position. So we look at, let's see if I can find one. Let's be the last thing. Yeah, there we go. That's the one I want to see. Okay, so here's a take drill. Okay. I'd like to see him have more tip here to this and a little bit more fluidity. But you kind of see how the elbow gets in there, and so you contrast that with where he's at here. So this is kind of what you're saying with the back getting loopy. See, so when the elbow slots here, you see the position of the bat. When the elbow slots here, you see where we want to be.
Yeah,
So this is a tall stack position, and this is where you kind of can get, underneath balls. But Brycen's doing well. There's leg drive. When I'm looking for a swing, I'm looking for three things: leg drive, tilt, and the back arm action. And the back arm action needs some work. It needs to be more throw-like. There's good stuff here. It's good. The hands are turning over, and it's good stuff. He made an improvement. The swing here, I think, was the best one we had, and it was because he was adding a little bit of tip to that barrel right there. I like that. That was my favorite arm action of the day. That one's a little steep. See, the elbows worked in, and we're a little taller with the bat compared to, that one. You see the barrel's up, right, and the elbow and the bat's flatter here as compared to this. So it's better. All right.
All right.
All right. But look, where y'all fix this is